Hi guys, it's me. I'm not dead. I just have no means to make decent content right now. And I also wanted to make a bit of an announcement, I suppose, for those of you who are actually waiting for me to come back, which by the way, those of you who actually care that you're still sticking around waiting for me to come back, thank you, because it has been literally years at this point since I've been able to make consistent content that I'm proud of. And thank you for that. Frankly, it's the motivator that has me still wanting to come back to this. If it weren't for you people who were waiting on me, I probably would have given up on this channel entirely by now. But I will be coming back. I still have ideas for content, still have ideas for the channel, but I am rebranding. The thing is, Homestuck 2. I'm not reading it. I can't. It's too much. I don't like the direction that things are being taken whatsoever. It's very frustrating for me to interact with. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm a fan of Homestuck, but not Homestuck 2. I will not be analyzing Homestuck 2. I may occasionally discuss Homestuck as a whole, and therefore touch on Homestuck 2 here and there, but do not expect content centered around it because it won't happen. As for regular Homestuck content from the original webcomic, I may talk about it a decent amount, but not near as much as I initially planned to, because frankly, whenever I start sitting down and actually trying to write content for that, I get overwhelmed by how dense it is. There's just too many layers and my brain starts melting and it wipes me out. So in order to avoid burnout and to avoid getting constant writer's block, I'm going to have to branch out to different kinds of content. So you can expect content from any fandom that I find myself traversing at a time, and various hyperfixations of mine that I adore and love talking about and could analyze for hours, because there's a lot. Just to name a few examples, you could probably expect to see me discuss Steven Universe in the future. You could probably expect to see me discuss Beastars. Big fan of Beastars. You could probably expect some other anime, and maybe the occasional, one-off for a weird niche fandom that I'm in. I actually kind of want to talk about Moomin Valley a lot. But I mean, we'll see what happens. Basically, keep an open mind, and I'm open to hear recommendations. I may or may not get to it. I mean, I don't have a Patreon or anything, so unless you want to, unless unless a demand occurs for me to have a Patreon, there's going to be no way for me to take, specific requests 100% all the time, because I would expect to get paid for that. But I'm open to suggestions, I'm open to ideas. I love reading my comments, so I really do see you guys out there, and I appreciate you. Making content on here is kind of difficult right now because I have no means of editing videos. This right now, I'm just literally recording on my phone horizontally. It's shit. I have no setup. I have no equipment. I have nothing. I don't even have a laptop. So I don't really have a way to make the content that I have going on up here, but I've still been writing. I've still been working on scripts and concepts and ideas, and I will be back. It's just a matter of time, and it's a matter of finding a means to make content on the reg. Because the last content I posted, The Problem with Sally Face, I was not satisfied with it, and that's because I made it on, some really bad video editing software on my phone because I just had to talk about it. and I had to let it out. And honestly, I feel like I need to remake that video because I was so emotionally invested that I feel like I kind of mixed some stuff up in my head. So I think I need to go through and watch like a let's play of Sally Face one more time with a fresh mind and then rewrite that video. So you can expect to see that sort of thing. But again, I have no means of estimating how soon, and for that I apologize. But I really still wanted to make it clear that I see the people who are commenting asking where I'm at, and the people who think that my content deserves more views and are wondering why I'm not still here making content. I really appreciate you guys, and I do see that, and I will be back because I am invested in the idea of building a community where everybody can really bring up these sorts of deep analytical thoughts about the things that they love, no matter what that is. I'm also thinking of branching off into some non-fictional topics, just things that I enjoy talking about and think that there could be valuable thoughts that I might be able to put out into the world talking about. You could expect potentially some discussion of philosophy, different branches of science, particularly evolutionary biology, and that sort of thing. I also like discussing metaphysics and quantum physics and its relation to parapsychology, weird stuff like that. So if anything like that sounds interesting to you guys, let me know if you feel the need, because if I know that there's a demand for it, I'm more likely to make it. Whereas right now, I'm hesitating on making non-fictional, non-fandom content because I'm not entirely sure that it will be paid attention to. I'm not exactly Trey the Explainer or Benji Thomas, you know? So with that, I want to give one last thank you to those of you who have actually stuck around and continued to pay attention to my channel and continued to watch my content from the beginning over this really irritating and frustrating journey that it has been to try to maintain this channel while I can't make content at all over a long period. I appreciate you all, and honestly, I'm a little bit overwhelmed by the fact that people actually like my content to this degree. I just posted some opinions I had, and now they're over 40,000 views and such, and that's kind of insane to me. So thank you very much, and I will be back. Wait on it.